Good morning, everyone. Let me start with a simple truth. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody listens to your complaints, and nobody will build your dream for you. Success is not about talking, it's about doing. In this world, people spend too much time worrying about others, complaining about situations, and seeking approval. But the real game changers, they stay quiet, focus on themselves, and let their success speak. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your dreams, your goals, or the path you choose to take. Too many people waste time trying to justify their ambitions to others, family, friends, colleagues, seeking validation or approval. But the truth is, most people won't understand your vision because it wasn't given to them, it was given to you. Instead of explaining why you want to start a business, why you want to change careers, or why you are making certain sacrifices, just do it. Action is the only language that proves your commitment. While others are debating, overanalyzing, and waiting for the perfect moment, you should already be moving. The world doesn't reward those who talk, it rewards those who take action. Explanations drain your energy and delay your progress. Every time you stop to justify your decisions, you lose momentum. You give people the chance to plant doubt in your mind, to discourage you, to make you second guess yourself. That's why the most successful people in the world don't waste time explaining their every move. They stay focused, they work in silence, and they let their results speak. If you truly believe in what you're doing, you don't need to convince anyone. The best way to make people believe in you is to show them results. Let them see your progress, let them witness your transformation, and eventually they will understand. Until then, keep your head down, keep working, and let your actions do all the talking. In a world full of noise, the ones who truly grow are those who choose to listen instead of constantly speaking. Many people feel the need to prove how much they know by talking endlessly. But real wisdom doesn't come from speaking, it comes from learning. The more you talk, the less you listen. The less you listen, the less you learn. And the less you learn, the slower you grow. Every successful person understands that knowledge is power, but that power only comes when you absorb information, not when you try to impress others with what you already know. When you spend more time listening, you begin to notice things that others miss. You start to see opportunities, patterns, and lessons that are hidden in plain sight. You gain insights from people's experiences, their mistakes, and their successes. But all of this can only happen when you resist the urge to constantly share your opinions. Speaking too much often leads to wasted energy and missed opportunities. People who talk more than they listen tend to overlook valuable advice and fail to recognize the wisdom around them. On the other hand, those who listen more and observe quietly are the ones who make the smartest moves. They understand situations better, they think before they act, and they respond wisely instead of reacting emotionally. The quiet learners are the ones who succeed in the long run. While others are busy proving themselves, they are silently building their expertise. When they finally speak, their words carry weight because they come from deep understanding, not shallow opinions. That is why those who learn more and speak less eventually become the ones others listen to. One of the biggest mistakes people make is wasting their energy trying to control what others think of them. They worry about being judged, they fear criticism, and they constantly try to prove themselves to people who may never support them. But the truth is, you will never be able to control other people's opinions, no matter how hard you try. People will always have something to say, whether you are succeeding or failing. If you let their words affect you, you will spend your life reacting instead of creating. Your energy is your most valuable asset. Every time you argue, explain yourself, or try to change someone's mind about you, you are spending energy that could be used to improve yourself. Instead of focusing on what others think, focus on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, and your progress. The more you invest in yourself, the less the opinions of others will matter. Criticism is a part of life. No matter what you do, there will always be people who doubt you, misunderstand you, or try to bring you down. But successful people don't waste time fighting every negative comment. They understand that what people say is a reflection of them, not of you. If someone underestimates you, let them. If they don't believe in you, prove them wrong, not with words, but with results. The moment you stop seeking approval is the moment you gain true power. Instead of reacting emotionally to criticism, use it as motivation. Stay focused on your goals, protect your energy, and remember that your success does not depend on whether others approve of you. It depends on how much effort you put into yourself. Success is built in the shadows, away from the noise, away from the applause, and away from the distractions of the world. Too many people make the mistake of announcing their plans before they even begin. They talk about their goals, their dreams, and what they are going to accomplish, but when it's time to actually do the work, they have no results to show. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most successful. The ones who truly make an impact are those who stay quiet, stay focused, and let their achievements speak for them. Working in silence does not mean keeping your ambitions a secret. It means dedicating yourself fully to your craft without seeking validation along the way. It means waking up every day and putting in the effort even when no one is watching. It means training when others are resting, learning when others are distracted, and pushing forward even when no one is clapping for you. Most of the world only sees the final result: success, wealth, recognition. But they don't see the years of sacrifice, discipline, and hard work that happen behind the scenes. When you work in silence, you eliminate unnecessary pressure. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You are only competing with yourself. You are not wasting time explaining your progress or justifying your efforts. You are simply improving. And when the time is right, when your work is undeniable, the world will have no choice but to notice. That is what winning in public means: achieving a level of success so great that your results speak louder than any words ever could. People respect results, not promises. They admire consistency, not empty declarations. So rather than seeking attention for what you plan to do, put your head down and do it. When you finally succeed, you won't have to say a word. Your success will say everything for you. Many people spend their lives chasing titles, recognition, and social status, believing that these things define success. They want to be called a CEO, a manager, or an expert before they've truly mastered their craft. They seek approval from others, thinking that a prestigious label will bring them respect. But the truth is, titles mean nothing if you don't have the skills to back them up. You can have the highest position in the world, but if you lack the ability to solve real problems, that status is meaningless. Instead of chasing status, focus on building real, valuable skills. Skills are what set you apart, not the title on your business card. When you have strong skills, opportunities will come to you naturally. People will recognize your abilities without you having to demand their respect. In contrast, those who focus only on status often find themselves struggling because they prioritize looking successful over actually being successful. The world is changing rapidly, and positions of power can disappear overnight. But if you have skills, you will always have value. A person who continuously learns, improves, and adapts will always be in demand, regardless of titles or external recognition. Skills give you independence. They give you the ability to create, innovate, and lead without waiting for someone else to validate you. Investing in skills also means being patient. Many people want quick success, so they look for shortcuts, trying to impress people with fancy titles rather than real ability. But true success is built over time, through learning, practice, and experience. The most respected and influential people in the world didn't start with titles. They started with expertise. They became so good at what they do that the world had no choice but to recognize them. So instead of worrying about how the world perceives you, worry about what you can actually do. Spend less time chasing status and more time mastering your craft. When you become excellent at something, the respect, recognition, and opportunities will follow naturally. Titles can be given and taken away, but skills will always be yours. In a world that moves fast, people expect instant success. They want results overnight, recognition immediately, and rewards without the wait. But real success doesn't happen that way. Everything valuable in life takes time. Whether you are building a career, a business, or a skill, patience is your greatest advantage. Those who rush often make mistakes, burn out, or give up too soon, but those who stay patient, stay consistent, and keep working even when nothing seems to be happening, these are the people who eventually win. Patience is not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about trusting the process, putting in the work, and knowing that your time will come when you are truly ready. Many people fail because they quit just before they reach their breakthrough. They don't realize that success is often just beyond the struggles, just beyond the challenges, just beyond the moments when they feel like giving up. If you stop too soon, you will never know how close you were to achieving something great. Think about a tree. When you plant a seed, it doesn't grow into a strong tree overnight. You have to water it, nurture it, and give it time to develop deep roots before it can rise. If you dig it up too soon, trying to check if it's growing, you will destroy it before it even has a chance. Your dreams and goals work the same way. You have to trust that even when you can't see immediate results, something is happening beneath the surface. The right time will come, but only if you are prepared. This is why patience must be combined with effort. You cannot sit back and hope for things to work out on their own. You have to keep learning, keep improving, and keep pushing forward even when it feels like nothing is changing. Every successful person has had moments of doubt. Moments when they questioned whether their hard work was even worth it. But they kept going because they understood that success is a slow process, not an instant result. When you are patient, you avoid unnecessary stress. You don't compare yourself to others who may seem ahead of you. You don't rush into decisions out of fear of being left behind. Instead, you focus on your own journey, knowing that what is meant for you will come at the right time. The world may try to convince you that you are too late, too slow, or not good enough. But none of that matters if you stay committed to your path. So be patient, keep working, keep believing. Your time is coming, but only if you have the discipline to wait for it and the determination to keep moving forward while you wait. Success is simple. Focus on yourself, work in silence, and let your results make the noise. Because in the end, winners are too busy winning to explain why they are winning. Thank you.